My microphone should be working now. At least I hope so. I got no other options if it's not. Should be working now. At least I hope so. Okay, now we play the waiting game. There we go. If I like to see. We're currently sitting at, I think, 19 co-op medals, and I need 30 for the platinum. So we got a little ways to go. But it seems like these people are this. I've only fought with the Love Rista person. This Jade I haven't fought with yet. It seems they wanted to do more bosses after this as well. So maybe I have a partner here that can get me through to hollowed territory at 30.
Very good.
Yeah, I forgot how you get the butterfly suit. I was able to buy it on my first. No, I think you need to get an NG plus. Praise the sun.
Thank you. Thank you.
This guy's such a goon. So strong, he has so much health. Oh! Jake, get out of the water. Get out of the water, Jake! He's too fast. Oh, he wants him. Get out of the water, Jake! I'm running low on poison bows, and if I want to get more, I have to go through No Man's Wharf, where like the pirate ship is. I never did that on this playthrough. I really don't want to do it. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Gonna get the poison on him. Alright, there we go. Work on it. No, it's not mandatory because you can in order to, it opens up this area, but you can get there by going through the forest and yeah, you just never go there. It also unlocks pyromancy, but I got it on my first playthrough, so I had no reason to go through there. But now I do, because the guy who sells the poison arrows, you meet him first in there. There's really, technically speaking, there's really only like 4 or 5 mandatory areas in this game. You have Drangleic Castle is mandatory, and obviously, like, I don't really count like Majula. But you have 4 things betwixt, I guess. But you really only, you can go straight from Majula to Drangleic Castle. And then do everything that comes after that. And there's only, you have Drangleic Castle, Shrine of Amana, and then the area after that's like an undead crypt, and then I think that's all that's technically mandatory. You gotta open the gate, big dog. Unless you want to fight him in the dark. Oh, he doesn't have the key? Oh, big yikes. Alright, well. Get your night vision goggles on, ladies and gentlemen. That shrug. Alright, let me do this. Alright, whenever you guys are ready. Ow. This boss can be a little frustrating on NG Plus because she summons pyromancers a little bit into the fight. So if you do it solo, I actually think she's one of, if not the hardest boss on NG Plus. I died to her a lot if you're doing it solo. But if you're co-op, you can kind of just have one person run around and kill these things. Nummy, 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 nummy! Wow! Alright. Oh, don't die, Jay! Don't you die, Jay! I can get her in one more combo right here. Okay, let me heal. No, no, no! Praise the sun. Now let me get that sunlight medal. Beautiful. Where we at now? 20? Yeah. That's pretty good, man. I was worried this was going to take, like, pretty much be impossible, because to do it offline, it requires you to farm these falconers that are sporadic throughout the game. But the drop rate on the sunlight medal for them is horrible, so it's really just boring grinding. And it's not even grinding, you really turn your brain off, because they can kill you. Because, I mean, no enemy in this game is kind of just a free one that matters anyway. So you're trying to fight these things over and over, and you just get really bored. And so I'm glad that there's still at least a community willing to summon people. It's nice. But now we wait for the next location, and hopefully we'll be invited to that. For now, I'm kind of just gonna bull here and praise the sun. I mean. I feel bad now for always being solo player. I mean, I recommend you go through the game the first time solo. But yeah, I do wish more people would be willing to. The problem is, like, this game is really, really easy for multiple people. Like, if you have multiple players. Unless you're fighting the Ancient Dragon. Apparently, it's a real frustrator for randoms online. I had 2 separate players that continuously got crushed by the Dragon's Foot. And what killed me about, what was the guy's name? Big Dick Energy or something? I don't know, something like that. What killed me about that guy was it was always the same back leg stomp every single time. And he knows it's coming, but wouldn't care. And then what killed me also was, it's one thing to do it like, oh, you run the fight, you missed, you were a little bit amped up, a little too hyped up, you kill right off the bat. That's one thing, that sucks, but I'm fine with it. But the Ancient Dragon has like an insanely high health pool. I think it has like the highest health pool of any enemy in this game. And he goes, and we would take it down to like a few more hits. Like, it happened like 4 or 5 times. And then he would just like go blind with rage and then just keep fucking stabbing the dragon and not worry about the foot that's about to crush him. And then there he goes, getting crushed again. I genuinely felt bad for him. Wasting my time. I imagine he never killed a dragon. Because, forget about the fact that he can't dodge the foot, his character just was doing like no damage. And then as another thing, what he would do is, he would summon me, which was like fine obviously, but then he would go and summon like the NPC ghost, the Phantom, who like doesn't help all that much and only gives the thing more health. So you're just making it harder for me and you to kill this thing. And he did it every time, he never learned. And then every time, he would get stepped on. Some people don't want to be helped, man. It wasn't helping that, we kept getting invaded by the same guy also. I knew you'd be back.
Lively times these are.
The person I was just with said they wanted to go to the Skeleton Lords, but That was before they brought in the other person. I don't remember the name of the guy, but I remember Slackjaw Jim. Yeah, there was Slackjaw Jim, but there was another guy that kept invading. He invaded me solo. He invaded my other guy solo, and he invaded us when we were together. But he was actually kind of clever because one time he invaded us, and I had been summoned, obviously, and we summoned a third person too. So it was 3 of us against him, and on the Ancient Dragon area, you know. Yeah, but there was Slackjaw Jim. He was the invader, but there was another invader. Like there were 2 separate people, but there was like one that invaded me like multiple times, and he used like it wasn't like a twin blade, but it was something, I don't know, but his name was like XX Killer XX, something like that, like some really generic name that I don't remember. But there were 3 of us, 3 against him. He knows that he's outnumbered, so he just turns and books it, right? And he runs up to the staircase leading up to the Elder Dragon, where like there's like a ton of Elder Dragon guards like kind of standing there, but they don't attack you unless you attack them. And what he did was he stood next to one of the Elder Dragon's guards and baited someone to go hit him with a sword. Now me, I know what he's trying to do, so I'm like, let me just get my bow and arrow and shoot him dead, because you know, I can't hit both him and the guard. Thank you, Wolf at the Huntsman Copes. If you want to join, yes, I would like to join. So my partner who I was trying to help out, again, you can't save people who don't want to be saved. What this guy does is he just bum rushes him, attacks through the guard, attacks through the enemy, and every single dragon guard rushed us. I've never seen more enemies on my screen at one time. The game was freaking out because it's trying to connect 4 players. Like, the game's connection not the best. And then it's trying to connect 4 separate players and like fucking 15 moving enemies. And the game is fucking freaking out. My character, I'm like running around trying to drag the dragon guys away. And then of course, what was the guy we were trying to help? I forgot his name, but of course he got 1v1 by the invader. While me and the third helper were just kind of sitting there with our dicks in our hand trying to deal with 12 enemies. It was an absolute nightmare, waste of my time, but, you know, it was a good experience, I guess. Let me send this person a message. The Dragon area is also CPU intensive on the PS3. The frame rate drops like 15 frames because there's so much going on. Like you had what, like the 15 guys fighting us, plus our 4 characters that are all doing different things. All the other characters the game's trying to load, and the dragons that are in the sky. Like the game normally is pretty static in terms of the background, but not that area. There's fucking dragons everywhere. So the game was like freaking out. Like it didn't know what to do. It was absolute mayhem. I wish I had it recorded because it was kind of comical actually. And it's this one guy who was completely outnumbered and then said like, you activated my trap card, and all of a sudden there's like 15 goons attacking me and the 2 other people. Yeah, the dragons in the sky is what I think caused it to work out. Yeah, like it's really bad. It's not the PS4 can handle it normally, but I don't think my frame rates were dipping so much. It was just the connection was. I mean, like the connection is just not very good. I'm sorry. And sometimes it's better than others. But oh hey Jade, what up? Praise the sun. Hit him with that. Alright, where's Butterfly? I think the third person, the butterfly, because that's the person I was playing with first. I don't know if they got to this area yet, because when I was initially gonna play, well, once we had killed the Lost Sinner, just me and them, she said to queue up here, but then said, no, my friend's gonna come in, needs help with the Lost Sinner. So I hopped up over there. But she said she needed to get here first, so I don't know, I think that's what we might be waiting on. Probably should have waited to summon me then, because I think there is a time limit on this. But it's probably fine. This area is pretty easy. I don't know if they want to fight the chariot, or they want to just... There we go. We're here. Praise the sun. Huzzah. You would die. I queued up with this one guy. He had the biggest club I've ever seen in my life. It was comically huge. And I want to try to figure out, like, how to get it. It made my other clubs look like fucking wooden spoons in the kitchen, man. Oh, oops, no, okay, whatever, fine. Is this the Musketeers? The people I'm with? And there they come, bringing up the rear. Like the 3 silver bosses. Like the tall sentry guys? Cause those are the ones that I fought first. Ow. I think that's the only boss you fight 3 of. Because the only boss, there's 2 bosses in this area. There's the Chariot and the Skeleton Lords. And the Skeleton Lords, summon Lucateo. I think you can actually summon Lucateo for one of these. It's gonna fall. Okay. Nah, this one is the Chariot and then the Skeleton Lords. There's literally just a bunch of little skeletons and you kill them and that's it. It's kind of a stupid boss. But. Top off my absolutely tremendous health pool. I feel like I should respec and lower my health a little bit. Get a little more strength or something, I don't know. I feel like it's just excessive at this point. Alright, you're not gonna let me down the ladder? That's fine, whatever. I'll jump. Is your attack speed? Yeah, I think the attack speed is based on your weapon. I don't understand this little guy. Come here! Come here! I'm done playing games. Oh, I'm out of arrows. Is he still running? What is he doing? Stop! Thief! How did that guy hit me? What did he do? Glorious lever. Alright, let's see what they want to do. If they want to go fight the skeleton lords or... Guess I'm leading the way. Think? I gotta... Oh, that would have been really bad. The hell? Merciless Rowena? Oh, you're about to get fucking dogged. What did you learn? Did it just flip over? Okay. Why are they following me? This is your world, I'm just living in it. Ow. You guys gonna you guys are just gonna watch? Okay. Ow. Oh no no! Don't cast it! Fuck! Oh, I'm boxed in. Oh, Jade, help! Oh, I'm out of arrows. Fuck. Let's get fire arrows. Alright. It's on you now, man. Don't shrug, pick! Oh, oops, that was bad. Oh, I should have taken out my katana for this. I think these things are really resistant to thrust. Yeah, this is... it's not too bad. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Is that all of them? Good job, team. There's Solaire in this one. Oh man, you know, there's like... I was almost positive when I played to get the Sunlight Covenant, there's someone there to talk to, but for whatever reason he's not there, so maybe I was misremembering. But no, Solaire is not in this, unfortunately. Solaire, he dies in the first one. He can't be in this one. Spoiler, sorry.
Come again. Doc.
Yeah, his quest line's really weird, and he's really hard to save. You have to like fight with him, like the 3 different times you can summon him, and I think there's something else you have to do. But if not, like, I don't even understand what happens. Like his brain like gets infested or something like that by like some mind controlling whatever, and then you have to fight him. Um, I'm like bugging right now. I need to go somewhere. After Huntsman's Copse, I think is Harvest Valley? I'm pretty sure. So I'll put a thing down, see if not they'll send me a message. Hopefully they'll send me a message. I need all the summons I can get. He would have lived if he could have been so gloriously incandescent. Feels bad, man. I just love how optimistic he is in the face of absolute unspeakable horrors. So we got 21 things now, I think. Yeah, 21 sunlight metals. Because the sun always shines again. I can't wait to play Dark Souls Remastered. Starting to think I might like 2 a little more. I don't know, they're really close. 2, once you get like everything down, you know, like how everything is. Like I really think the combat feels really smooth once you get a lot of agility. I think a lot of the criticism comes from like the initial reaction, because when you don't have agility, the hitboxes are terrible, and you don't have a roll similar to the first one. But once you get that, I feel like the combat just feels great. We're not. I don't. It's not as good as Bloodborne's. I think Bloodborne obviously mastered this kind of combat, but it is very good. I always felt like with 3, the enemies just had to hit like freight trains. Every single enemy, and I just was like, enough, dude. Like. What did I just spend all my money on? Was it Dark Pine resin? I've never played 3. I have it. I can loan it to you once I'm done with it. I want to play Sekiro. I think I got that one digital. I don't know. I obviously played a little bit of Sekiro. I haven't played a lot, and I don't want anything spoiled from it. But my issue with it was it obviously is just very stealth based, and I was trying to play it like a normal Souls game and just try to outplay everything, and that just doesn't work. You just get your ass handed to you. I was committing seppuku about 30 minutes in. Not my character, like I was. Like I was just bringing dishonor to my family's name with how bad I was getting my ass killed. There's actually a boss in the DLC of this one. Sir Alone. He's like a samurai. He uses a katana. Maybe my favorite boss in any Souls game. I don't know. Definitely up there. And if you perfect him, if you kill him without getting hit, he actually he has an animation where he actually plunges his sword into himself and commits in honor suicide. It's pretty cool. I imagine not many people have seen it, but it exists. Fuck.
Are you? I try. I know, but now.
Did I just not?
Many.
Guess I didn't talk to her when I came through here. Does she sell anything of worth? Yeah, some of this is pretty good.
No interest.
This area is so strange. Obviously you can burn the windmill that brings the poison. Yeah, I do think this place is like really aesthetically nice. It's just you burn this windmill that's not even moving, and it stops the poison, which was really confusing. But the strangest thing, and I actually had a good reasoning for it, is the next area after this is the Iron Keep, which is the lava area and the smelter demon, the really frustrating place. But to get to it, you get to the end of the castle and then take an elevator upward, and then all of a sudden you're in like a fiery hellscape, and it's just completely confusing. It makes no sense logistically. It's one of like, I guess one of the biggest, not one of the biggest, but it's a pretty obvious criticism of this game is that the world doesn't make as much sense as Dark Souls 1 did, and that's usually one of the ones that they point to a lot and say like this just doesn't make any sense. But I read, and this was obviously like some dude on Reddit or something, so he's not. I mean, we're not talking, you know, the highest intelligence of person, but he said that one of the biggest things or the themes of the game is this idea that your character is going through like kind of a hollowing, and when you open the game it says as you become more and more hollow, you lose your memory and you lose your, I guess, like how your brain works, like you lose like your brain functioning. And he says that kind of captures that, because when you get there you're like, you take a moment, you're like, what, how the hell did I even get here? And I kind of like that, because that was kind of my experience with it. Like when I first got there, I was like, wait, I'm in some fiery landscape. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? So I don't really think it was a dev intended thing, but I thought that was a decent explanation for it. Again, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me send this person a message. I died. Fucking ruthless skeleton, douchebag. I love how he just walked away like so proud, like he did something of note. Undead Refuge this time with NG++. Why are they doing Undead Refuge multiple times? I mean, I'm down, but... You don't have to be human to be summoned? I don't think so, no. I'm pretty sure you don't, actually. I just like being human because it just looks better. I look like a weirdo troll when I'm undead with the pink hair. So they're both going through it, and that's why they're summoning me again. I'm back! But this is NG++, so, you know, gotta take this a little more serious. Put the Xanthus crown on. Ooh. Ooh. I worked so hard for this damn outfit. I'm gonna wear it with pride. They look so different without the ghost effect. Yeah. I like how me and this person kind of look like we belong in the same, same kind of universe with the colored hair and the stuff, because otherwise I just look completely out of place. Is that Logan's hat? I don't know who Logan is. Let's see if I have it. Oh, you know what I did get? I got this. And I also have this. This one's really cool, and I'd wear it because it's pretty troll. But, it drains my health over time, which kind of sucks. There's one, in one of those in Dark Souls 1, I thought about a character that keeps himself called Big Hat Logan. Is his name actually Big Hat Logan? I don't know who Durgo is, but I got his hat. Yo! Where is she at? We'll just kind of chill here, I guess. I really wish I could orange justice. What is that, warm up? Oh, I have that one. Yeah. The skull one's pretty cool. Infinite tab. I wish, man. Alright, we're just gonna stand here and wait. I assume it's just because the connection for this game isn't the best. It's just having a hard time. I do like the character monitor. It's kind of badass. I like the face tat. But what was the objective? Oh, are we just pressing on? Damn, like that? I gotta turn off the mic for a bit.
No matter. You? Till we meet again.
You've been... well... No interest. Suit yourself.